Statewide Auto Auction Employee Handbook Highlights. Section 1. Information for new employees. Confidentiality. Customer and statewide auto information is private. Don't share it unless it's public. Conflict of interest. Some examples of potential conflicts: working for a competitor and hiring or supervising family members. Giving or receiving gifts. You may not give or receive any gift or money from a supplier, government official, or customer. Anti-discrimination and harassment policy. We strive to maintain an environment free from discrimination and harassment. Anyone found to have engaged in wrongful behavior, including sexual harassment, will be subject to appropriate discipline, which may include termination. Americans with Disabilities Act. We do not discriminate against qualified individuals with disabilities with regard to any aspect of their employment. The Equal Opportunity Policy is posted on the wall. Please read it. Section 2. General Employment. Introductory period. The first 90 days of employment are a probationary period for both the employee and the company. Background and reference checks. All new employees will be subject to background and reference checks prior to employment in accordance with state and federal laws. Employee classification. Non-exempt employees are paid hourly and receive overtime after 40 hours. Exempt employees work for a salary but receive no overtime. If you're a regular full-time employee, not temporary, and work 40 hours per week, you're eligible for benefits. Regular part-time is not temporary and you work at least 20 hours, and statewide auto may occasionally hire temporary or seasonal employees who will not generally be eligible for benefits. Employee records and files are kept by Human Resources. They're strictly confidential and you may request to see them at any time. Termination of employment. You can resign, that's your decision. Job abandonment if you don't call or show up for 3 workdays, or the company can terminate you. That is a company decision. Section 3. Pay and work schedules. Attendance and punctuality. All vacations are scheduled in advance and approved by a supervisor. If you're sick or there's an emergency, you have to call into your supervisor before the start of each workday. And you must also call into your supervisor if you're going to be late. Excessive absences or lateness could result in a warning up to a termination. All non-exempt employees must punch the time clock when entering or leaving the premises, and that includes coming and going for lunch. Pay and work hours. Employees are paid each Friday on a weekly basis for the week prior. The normal work week is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Section 4. Paid and unpaid time off. All full-time employees are eligible for paid vacation after completing 1 year of service. The following holidays are observed: New Year's Day if a workday, Memorial Day, Independence Day if a workday, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas if a workday. Section 5. Workplace Standards and Rules. Personal workplace relationships. Supervisors and their employees under their supervision are strongly discouraged from forming romantic and sexual relationships. Dress policy. Common cleanliness is expected. Casual attire, jeans, t-shirts, and sneakers are fine any day except Thursday, auction day, when business casual is expected. Sweats, spandex, offensive t-shirts, and tops are not allowed. And as a safety precaution, no sandals or open-toed shoes in the auction lanes.
Some auction employees are provided with uniforms. Please wear them.
Smoking is prohibited inside statewide auto facilities. Smoke only in the designated areas outside. Statewide Auto has a zero-tolerance policy concerning threats, intimidation, or violence of any kind in the workplace. Employees are not permitted to bring weapons of any kind onto the company premises or to company functions. Outside employment. You can work outside of statewide as long as you don't work for a customer or competitor and the work doesn't interfere with your job at statewide. You cannot work using up vacation time. Statewide Auto Drug and Alcohol Policy. We strive to maintain a workplace free of drugs and alcohol. Employees are prohibited from using or being under the influence of illegal drugs or alcohol while on company premises or a work site. If you are under the influence, you may be searched and tested without prior notice at any time. Progressive discipline. Statewide Auto retains the discretion to discipline its employees. Oral and written warnings and progressive discipline up to and including discharge may be administered as appropriate under the circumstances. We reserve the right to terminate any employee whose conduct merits immediate dismissal without resorting to any aspect of the progressive discipline process. Section 6. Communications and Technology. Your cell phone, the internet, and email should be used only for business purposes. You can make or take emergency calls from your family, but personal usage should only be made during breaks or lunch. Excessive personal use could result in poor performance and result in disciplinary action. Social media. You may make customer-friendly posts only during personal time. The company may monitor your posts. Photography and video. Statewide Auto may use employee images for marketing and promotional purposes. At no time can you photograph or video record any statewide auto info, vehicles, or customer vehicles without permission from your supervisor. Section 7. Health and Safety. As an employee, you are responsible for recognizing potential fire dangers. All OSHA rules and regulations must be observed, and make sure fire doors and exits are not blocked, and be familiar with fire escape routes in your work area. Statewide Auto is committed to maintaining a safe and healthy environment. Accidents, injuries, and potential safety hazards must be reported to your supervisor immediately. If you need medical attention, you must complete the form for workers' comp benefits. OSHA requires that Statewide Auto keep a record of all job-related illnesses and accidents, and that you report them no matter how slight. Emergency measures in case of inclement weather. It may be impossible for you to report to work on time, but as the conditions improve, you have to at least make a diligent effort to report to work. If you can't make it in, contact your supervisor as soon as you can. Any weather-related absence will be charged against your eligible vacation time. Security. For your safety, Statewide Auto premises are equipped with active security cameras and alarms all day, every day. Section 8. Employee Benefits. Statewide Auto offers a wide range of benefits to eligible employees. The Human Resources Department has all the information. It's our pleasure to welcome you to Statewide Auto.